Hello everyone. The title of our contribution is Understanding the Characterizing Changes in Bugs Priority, the Partitioner's Perspective. Authors, myself, Rafi Almhana, PhD candidate at University of Michigan, Thiago Ferreira, postdoc at University of Michigan, my advisor, Marouane Kessentini, associate professor at University of Michigan, Tushar Sharma, research scientist at Siemens Technology Group. The outline of this work, I will start to talk about the context and the background of this work, bug prioritization. Then I will talk about the approach, then the evaluation of this work. At the end, I will summarize this contribution and discuss some future works. The domain space of this contribution is about software bugs. This research area has many subdivisions, such as bugs detections, bugs prioritization, bug localization, and bugs management. Let me start by defining some common terms in software engineering. Software bug or defect, as we all know, is the coding error that might cause abnormal behaviors and incorrect results in the software. After identifying unexpected behavior of the software project, a user or developer or QA analysis will report on this bug or defect in a document, and that's what we call a bug report. A bug report should provide useful information to identify and fix the bug, which contain and not limited to title or summary, description of the bug, priority that range between P1, the highest, to P5, the lowest, the creator, and the assignee. In the approach, our approach has three different steps: the interview process, the survey, and quantitative analysis. The problem. As all software engineers know, that assigning appropriate priority to bugs is very critical because developers need to timely address the most important software issues. What we have found is if a fair number of bugs priority are changed, it could indicate delays in fixing critical bugs and releasing new deployment. This table below here shows an example of a bug report with its log of activities that show a number of times developers changed their priority, along with bug priority before and after the change. In this table, we'll see multiple users change the priority throughout multiple dates, and we see how the priority changed back and forth between P3 and P5. And along with that, we see the target milestone and statuses change multiple times. Next, we're going to talk about our approach. The approach starts with interviews and discussions. Then we compose our research questions. Then we prepare our survey. And then we distribute our survey to our participants. And then we perform quantitative analysis on open source softwares. And then at the end, we summarize all our findings from both the survey and quantitative analysis. As the first step, we discovered insight about the rationale of bug priority changes, their frequency, when and why their changes were observed by interviewing 11 software engineers or developers, project managers led by their executive from different industrial companies. In the next step, we perform a survey with additional 38 developers to inquire about their experience with finding, validating, and documenting the changes in bugs priority. In the third step, we performed a quantitative analysis on 24 open source software projects in order to observe the changes, the activities happen on the bug priorities of those projects. During these steps, we answered the following 3 research questions. Number 1, why does priority of a bug change? Number 2, who changes the priority of a bug? Number 3, when does the priority of a bug change? The interview process. The goal of this first phase, the interview process of our research, was to build a model to categorize the dynamic related to bugs priority, to understand why and when the changes happen, and to identify the individual's role who make the change or get impacted by the change. The survey process. This is a list of questions we had asked our participants to answer in a survey. The intention of the first 3 questions is to know about the background of our participants, their education, and the number of years of experience. Other questions are more focused to observe our participant behavior about the possible reason they may change priority, the date and time they may consider changing the priority, and the visual who can change priority in their own software projects. Quantitative analysis. In this step, we perform a quantitative analysis on 24 open source projects with over 200,000 bug reports and 1 million changes or activities happen on those bug reports. Those bug reports also include 1.3 million developers' comments related to these changes. In addition, these projects have over 300,000 GitHub commits with over 15,000 releases. The evaluation. For research question number 1, why does priority change? We have found that the priority changes for the following reason, but not limited to this list. It could be for the dependency of another's bug report, incorrect priority, type or domain of project, category of bug report, lack of time, heavy workload or tight schedule, accidents, hotfix request, or business requirement. We also found that bugs tracking system track the changes of bugs priority, but they lack the ability to document the reasons to do such a change. Regarding research question number 2, who does change the priority. We have found that most priority changes get changed by various project stakeholders, starting from developers to team leaders to project managers. In addition, bug tracking system track the individuals who make the change on priority, but they lack ability to restrict certain individuals to change priority since they may not have the required knowledge and expertise of the addressed bug. Also, they lack ability to capture profile or role information about project stakeholders. Regarding research question number 3, when does priority change? We have found that most priority changes happen between the date when the bug gets assigned to developers and the date just before releasing new deployment. In addition, bug tracking systems track the timestamp when the changes happen, but they lack the ability to lock the priority so it cannot be changed after certain time or restrict certain individuals to change the priority after it passes a period of time where it reaches certain status. Also, they lack the ability to capture project milestone along with their due dates. In a conclusion, our finding can enable researchers to automatically validate bugs, priority changes, and understanding their rationale, educators to teach and emphasize the management of bugs and prioritize software maintenance activities, and also can enable practitioners to use a standard format for documenting and discussing changes in bugs priority. My questions for discussions. Number 1. In your opinion, what is the most important reason which the priority gets changed in a bug report? Among the reasons listed in this contribution, is there any other reason of changing priority of bug report? Question number 2. Do you think it's necessary to have a bug prioritization tool to restrict users from changing priority in any date and time and by any developers? If not, what would be the best method to manage the dynamic of bug reports priority?